I'm Mark, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2008 Holden Rodeo this afternoon. We'll kick off at the front of the car. You notice fitted with an Ironman Bull Bar, top of the range, this Bull Bar from Ironman. It is winch compatible. You notice our driving lights in the Bull Bar and LED park light and indicators. Really tough looking Bull Bar. A couple of things to note. Obviously we've got the scoop, which we'll talk about on the bonnet a little bit later. A few blemishes on the bonnet as well, which is fairly consistent with the age of the car. Being a workhorse, you're going to see the odd mark or two here and there. Now, fitted with factory alloy wheels, and you notice the quality of the tyres. Falcon tyres, all-terrain, and basically nearly 100% tread. They're as new. We do have the side steps, and you notice the chrome badging on the front guard, 3 litre diesel, 4-wheel drive of course. Once again, we'll discuss that a little more in length later. Now, as we come around to the rear of the car, you notice how clean all the tailgate and everything is. It is fitted with a Hayman Reese tow bar and does have 2.5 tonne towing capacity. So it's certainly going to do anything you need it to do from a towing point of view. The passenger side of the car, as we scan around now, presents in really good order, very similar to the driver's side. Fairly well unblemished actually. You know, apart from those few little cosmetic marks we mentioned on the bonnet, maybe a little scratch here that was touched up at some stage of its life, in really good nick. Important to note, looking at the 2 alloys on the passenger side, usually if you're going to see scuff marks on an alloy, this is the side of the car you're going to see it. These 2 are virtually unmarked, so in really tidy order, especially for the age of the car. Okay, so a few important stats to go through. As I mentioned earlier, 3 litre intercooled turbo diesel motor. Certainly going to deliver you everything you want it to. 120 kilowatts of power, 330 newton meters of torque, or 333 to be precise. But at the same time giving you a combined fuel economy per 100 k's of 9 litres. So that's super economy for a good sized twin cab ute. Expect to derive 840 kilometres out of a tank of fuel. So you know, you've got the pickup there if you need it, but you've got the economy at the same time. Impressive stats actually. So back around to the rear of the car now, just on the tailgate, a few minor marks just on the top. Once again, cosmetic, but we like to highlight all those things. Is showing a bit of wear, which so it should. It's a tradies ute, but as you can see in the tub itself, still fairly straight and everything. You know, it's not an overly super big tub, but certainly going to do the job you want it to do. I mean, being twin cab, it's you know, made to accommodate for the passengers as well. So there you have it. So inside the Rodeo now, we'll start off on the driver's armrest. Nice silver finish on the armrests actually. All of our power window switches, and then all the controls for our exterior power mirrors as well. Just up on the front here, below the aircon vent, we've just got our controls for our brightness on our dashboard. Indicators, headlights as standard. Important to note on the Rodeo, our cruise control settings are actually on the same stalk as our wipers. It does have height adjustable steering. On this particular model, you just have to pull the little lever forward. Just hold it forward till you're locked away into position, and off you go. Really large illuminated dash, so even if you need glasses like I do, anybody can see that dash, it's so big. Move into the centre section. This car is 4x4. We control that by the buttons up on the dash. Digital clock is standard. Then we have our music unit. It is MP3 compatible, 6-stack in-dash CD player. So you've got the lot there. Auxiliary input down on your bottom right-hand side there as well. All of our heating and cooling controls just in front of us here. We've got the aircon running on fan speed 2 at the moment, but you can hardly detect that it's on, it's so quiet. We've got a couple of 12-volt outlets just down below here, one on our right-hand side, one where that cigarette lighter is as well. A couple of cup holders there in the front. Important to note, you've got a good sized cup holder in each door trim as well. Moves to the transmission, just a simple auto, 4-speed auto, and as we mentioned, 4-wheel drive. Handbrake in the middle, little storage compartment there for some loose coins, and then another storage compartment just here in the back as well. And I've got to say, just sitting in this car and looking around the interior, just have a look at the quality of the finish, the door trims, the seats, even to the extent of looking at the carpets. You know, we looked at a couple of things on the outside of the car thinking it might have been a workhorse, which, you know, it probably has to an extent, but look at the way they've looked after the inside of it. Really impressed with the interior, actually. So the only other thing we'll have a quick look at whilst we're in the car, it was originally owned in Queensland, this car, and then it was a local car. So just having a flick through the service history, you know, we find that just about every service is stamped. There was one blank there, but the gap between the interval was only 8,000 kilometres, so pretty much serviced nearly every 10 to 11,000 k's, which is consistent pretty much all the way through. Another blank one there, but once again the interval's correct. So really impressed with the way this car's been serviced so far in its life. If you keep it up as the new owner, you can expect a lot of longevity out of this motor car. Yeah. So let's just recap on a few important things. 120 kilowatts, 333 newton meters of torque, but 9 litres combined per 100 k's, in excess of 800 kilometres to a tank of fuel, 3 litre intercooled turbo motor, 2.5 tonne towing, near new all-terrain tyres, and just a really impressive vehicle. I hope you're as impressed as I am. Feel free to give us a ring on 99070555 if you've got any further questions. But hope this gives you a really good idea of an impressive ute.